Okay, I'm going to make some pan de sal today, and what I'm going to be needing is a cup of starter. So I'll be measuring 3 cups of flour. 1, 2, 3, and 1/2 cup of flour. Okay, so 2 to 3.5 cups of flour. I added a teaspoon of salt, and I'm just gonna mix that around. The salt all mixed in somehow. And then I'm going to add a cup of starter. If you don't have starter, you don't have to use the starter. It was just a little bit less than a cup, so I'll approximate a cup. Okay, so subsequent additions would be the other wet ingredients, such as an egg, a cup of milk, and also the sponge that we have made from, I had made a sponge out of yeast, a tablespoon of sugar, and 2 ounces of the milk. All right, so in this cup is the sponge that I have made. It's just made from 2 teaspoons of yeast, a tablespoon of sugar, and 2 ounces of milk, warm milk, and let to proof for about 5 minutes, or while you're starting to get all your other ingredients such as the flour, the salt, the starter, and 1 egg into your mixing bowl. Also add to that is 2 tablespoons melted butter or margarine or whatever oil you might have. All right, I'm gonna get the sponge in here next. There we go. And also I'm gonna sprinkle some sugar, 1/4 cup of that, and then put this puppy here into the stand mixer. Make sure you get it in there right. There we go, click it in. And put the J hook, this is the dough hook. It comes with your stand mixer. And get it going. Number 1 on the mix. I am going to add some milk. All done. So all the milk is added. Let it mix. I'm going to stop it and use the spatula and get the sides. Ooh, this dough is sticky, but that's okay. That's the way we like it. Okay, so this here thing, the dough should look like that coming off the sides. It's going to pick up all the other dry parts of the dough and incorporate it. You can do this by hand too in a bowl with a wooden spoon. And you're going to have to knead for like 8 minutes. So at this point, I will look at the time and see anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes on the kneading. At this point, eyeball your dough. This looks a little bit too wet, so I'm going to add another half a cup. So in total, I'm going to end up using 4 cups in this pandesal recipe. It just depends on the day and how much humidity is going on. But it looks like it's going to need another half a cup. Just stop the mixer now and add the half a cup of flour, because this dough is too wet. Oops. Gotta be careful with it going too fast. You splash the flour on. Alright, I think that's better. Okay, we'll just let this machine knead the dough. Yep, it's going. Okay, 8 minutes has passed. We can turn it off. The J-hook, pick this up, and all I'm gonna do is take the J-hook off and let this dough rest. Okay, I've taken the J-hook off, and now it's gonna be resting time, so we're just gonna cover it for an hour and a half, or until it doubles in size. Well, look at the pandesal. It's doubled in size. So now I'm going to take some flour, and I'm going to stick this here for a minute. Take some flour and flour my surface. That way it won't stick to it. And turn the dough out onto the surface. Alright, so I've turned it out onto the flour surface. And to make the pandesal, I'm just going to cut the dough so I can work with it. Set that aside. Set this aside. And have my breadcrumbs ready. Alright. And I just transfer these onto grease surface. Okay. Okay, so that's what they look like when they've been formed. And so I'm just gonna wait for them to rise another 20 minutes. Place it in the oven for 20 minutes at 350. This is what they look like in there. Happy baking.